second down play. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Hale. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Russell. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the big fella.
A nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Missouri gets to the line quickly. From the gun, he leaves it with the bat. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's going for it all. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end. And it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hale. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To do here on second and long. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, out of space. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got a man, it's Coleman. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the quick pass. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got him. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And back to the air on second down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
QB's trying to throw a quick one down here in the end zone. You know you're going to be getting tight coverage, and that's a better job defensively of swatting that thing away for the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Finds his man. It's Edwards. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nice grab in traffic. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A low line drive and short kick. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the run, it's Hardy. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the...
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find them.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding. Situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Good timing on the quick out. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Off play action. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. From the gun. The quick out. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Coleman.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Touch pass on the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He gets it away from his own end zone.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Makes a grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds.
Fires deep toward the end zone. pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's a